Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Nelson, you're watching Nature Nell, and if you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by, and you're gonna be so happy I brought you guys here today because I'm in none other than Banjong. Banjong is one of my favorite places to come to. I've been promising him I was gonna visit, but I was like, when am I gonna go? I wanna go a time that it's gonna have a lot of blooms, it's gonna be a good time to share some great information. And I said, wait a minute. It's almost a Redland show, and I know he always does sort of like an open house. He has great stuff. He's got good sale rack, which I love going to that sale rack. And this would be the perfect time because I could show you guys what he has. And if you're down here visiting the Redland show, you have to stop, not just at Banjong, but there's so many orchid nurses. Yes, there's a lot of orchid nurses and orchid doctors, a lot of nurseries around here that you guys can visit. So without further ado, let's go inside and see what he's got. He's got some really cool stuff. I've actually been here all day just chit-chatting with him and looking at everything. So I'm gonna take you inside and show you some of his treasures. See you inside. All right, guys, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk around since I already am familiar with some of the things he has. And then we're gonna stop by and have a little chat with Ben and see what he's got in store for us, because he always is. He's a book of information. Now here at the very beginning, he's got these beautiful Mimi Palmer. I think these are crosses. Did you tell me these were crosses? See, I'm already forgetting. We talked about so many things. Well, these are like the Mimi Palmers that he has, which I've told you guys before. If you want a very fragrant flower, this is probably one of the most fragrant ones that you're gonna find out here. And look at the prices he has. He was telling me he has a lot of things on sale. And you know what's so good about that price? Check this out. You already get a pot, and it's very well established. Now you are gonna hear that kind of noise because we're right next, that's Chrome Avenue, the main avenue here. So you are gonna hear here and there some crazy truck driving. Isn't this beautiful? And these come from seedlings, so you're gonna see that the flower differs, giving you the choice of going from very light to very dark. And something like this, oh my God, 129. Do you guys want to see the size of this? Let me see if I can take this out without killing myself, because I really want to show you what a great deal. See, this is why I can't come here, because I always end up spending. And look how established. It is absolutely gorgeous. All right, now, Nelson, you didn't think about putting this you know, I always think, oh, it's easy to take down, and then I don't remember I have to put it back. Now, when I walked in earlier, my eye went straight to this Vanda. Look how gorgeous. This is also $85. It doesn't have the pot, but you know what it has? It has several keikis. This is really, really pretty. You know what, let me turn my light on, because that will take away some of the shadows, see? And up here, I always call these Pichera Delights, but they're not. And once we talk to Ben, he will tell you the accurate names, because some of them are crosses and they do look a lot like certain Vandas, but they're not. He did tell me there's a lot in spike. He says, man, the heat has been so crazy in Miami that it's pushing all these crazy spikes. Literally within a week, you have and that's happening in my greenhouse as well. Look at these. He says he's got these in 3 different colors: in peach, in heavy fuchsia, and I forgot what other he said. I think he said white maybe. But see, everything is in bud. And I don't know if you guys recall that I explained, when you see a Vanda with leaves very thin compared to, let me see, these are all very thin leaf. That means that Vanda likes a lot of sun. When you have the regular leaves like this, you know, you can still put it out in the sun, but it needs they all need slow acclimation. But this will do, a leaf like this will be stronger out in the sun than one that's more of a rounder leaf. Now he had shown me this wall and I flipped out. This is all Hoyas. He told me we have so many Hoyas, Nelson, that I don't know what to do with them. So we had to put him really, really low price. Do you know, I said to him, how much is something like this? He goes, oh, that's like $12. I'm like, no, this one here. He goes, $12. Pubic splash. I think that's a pubic splash. But anyways, look at this crown of flowers. Is that not gorgeous? They're so pretty. So he told me that a lot of these Hoyas had to be put on sale because, as you can see back there, see all that density there? That's all Hoyas. Plus he took me to his private nurseries in the back. That area is not open to the public, but he wanted to show me to see how many he has. He goes, now do you understand why I have to put him on sale? Look at how pretty. So if you guys want to increase your Hoya collection, or if you're a vendor, I mean, if I sell Hoyas and I'm a vendor, I would come here and buy them all from him, because at those prices, even if you sell this, I don't know, at 40 bucks, it's still a good deal because it's so big and so well established. And they're all showing, look, they're all showing peduncles everywhere. These are called peduncle. I know it's a funny name. So when you see the little round quirky looking thing like this, see? It's a peduncle. Look at this, guys. Look at the size. Look at that size. It's just massive. Very, very pretty. And you know what I like about coming to Ben? Number one, this has been established here for so many years. His father has been hybridizing for over 40 years. This is a family that knows how to grow orchids and knows how to create very strong built orchids. I was just telling him everything I've gotten from him, and I've been buying from him for years. It's still alive. It still looks like if I just bought it. They're beautiful, strong Vandas that just keep producing over and over again. I mean, something like this has, look at this. I'm going to show you. This is a beautiful size, compact. If you guys don't have a lot of space, I mean, they do grow, but these will take a while to grow. It's pretty well established in there, has beautiful flowers. 38 bucks. So I truly, truly, truly wish, if you're gonna go to the Redland show, pay him a visit, because you will be surprised all the things that he has. I'm trying to remember. Oh, this Hoya, he was telling me, it's not one you see a lot, but he says it's very true to its variegation, because sometimes when you buy Hoyas that are variegated, the Carnosa especially, there's some that don't hold the variegation, so you'll get like solids and then you'll get some that are white. This one, he says, it's called a Suzy Q. It's $18, I think. No, this is a lot more. Don't quote me on those prices, because I think this one's a lot more. Hold on, I think he has it up here, because that one he wanted me. No, that's a carry eye. Maybe it is 18. Maybe it is 18. But anyway, he says this is very true to its variegation, and it will push out a lot of pink and white flowers. They start off pink, they turn yellow, and then they go almost completely white, like a buttery white. Here's some more cutie pies. Remember the foul the Paphiopedilum I just got with those stripes. This one's only $36. And look, it comes in its own little pot. These are what I call plug and plays. So anyways, this section here, you guys need to come to. As soon as you walk in, come right to the section. Because this is where I call the opportunity section, because you're gonna find things at prices that you're gonna be like, no way, that can't be that price. Look at the size of this. Now these, if I'm correct, he told me this is a cross. It's a Moats cross, actually. It's a Vanda, let me see. Oh, actually this is the Violetta. Because he's got now a new one, a cross. It's a Moats cross. That's a Violetta. It's got the bend buttercup. But I mean, guys, $45 for a Vanda this size, you know, you're not gonna find that anywhere. And these are really, really nice. The Ben's buttercup has a beautiful fragrance. Now I am giving you sort of a synopsis of what he explained. When I catch him in a little bit, because he's kind of busy right now, we're gonna ask him all these valuable questions. But by next week, he told me, I don't have a lot in bloom, but I have so much in spike and in bud that by next week, all this is gonna be blooming. All that is gonna be full of blooms. So I told him, you know what? You're very lucky that your orchids got in tune with the Redland show, because that means you're gonna have so much to show. This is what I'm talking about. Look at all these Hoyas. He really needs to make space. Look at this. This is a great Hoya to have. It's a heavy bloomer. It has beautiful red flowers. I have like 3 of these already. And guys, this is the great thing about when nurseries run out of space. What does that mean? That means they're gonna get new things in, and they have no choice but to bring down those prices. And that's when you wanna come and buy, because it doesn't happen all the time. So when he told me that, he goes, I have so much that I had to bring down that it even hurts a little, but we need the space. We don't have the space. I mean, he showed me under there, he's using under the greenhouse. Look, all of that is Hoyas over there. You see that over there? All of that is Hoyas. So he told me I need the space to bring in more orchids, and they just got in a whole container full of orchids. I saw them in the back. They were unpacking them to start putting them for sale. And another thing that he's running out of space is these elephant ear ferns that are just beautiful. I told him that I like them as fascinators. I would wear one of these as a fascinator. I think it would make a great hat. It'll definitely keep you from the sun, from burning. But again, he says these things are so aggressive growers that within 5 or 6 years, you can start with a tiny one and they grow up to this size. So he has plenty of these. These guys are always very, very pricey. But guess what? He has to cut them down half price. So something this big that he had over there was like $250. I've only seen him between $500 and $1,000. That's the range that I see them at. So I'm shocked that he had to put him so low. And up here, I think this is Xena. I got this from him. This smells very, very good. It's a delicious smelling flower. And again, all these, he says, look how many I have in bud. All those are spikes. So I may just come next week with the crew, just to see everything in spike, in bloom. I'm melting out here. It's so hot already. And what do we see here? Cranberry and yellow. Look at those tones, especially when the sun hits it on the back. So pretty. I do own like 2 of these. Well, they kind of look alike, but you know, it don't matter as long as they're yellow, cranberry and yellow. And then these here, he got them back out. He had some that were in the back. He says, well, I didn't have that many. Now we have more for sale. This is probably one of the prettiest colmaries that I've seen. I'm going to show you. All these are in spike. Now, again, this is a pricey one. His price is actually very, very good because colmaries are expensive. But I will tell you this. I have 3 colmaries. He gifted me one last year, I believe. It was right when we went to Blanca's garden. He gifted me one. And I will tell you this. Compared to the ones I have, the robust shape of these leaves, the strength that this plant shows, and the thickness of that spike is just unreal. And I told him, Ben, you realize that your colmaries are like on steroids. Because the other ones I have don't look like this. They're the same size, but they just don't look like this. And it is a very strong blooming flower. Look at this. Now, if you've never been in the presence of a colmarie, I will say this. Number one, the color, extravagant. It has a glow that I've never seen on any other flower. It has a beautiful fluorescent, heavy fuchsia glow. But with that, it comes an intense fragrance that is just like a perfume bottle. It has one of the strongest fragrances out there. It's very, very delicious, which... oh my God. And it's long lasting too, because it's already afternoon. And at this time, most flowers or orchid flowers don't really have a lot of fragrance, but colmarie does. Now up here is none other than the beautiful Violetta. Now for you guys that really like this orchid, I will warn you, it grows very tall. They are fast growers. Their roots are not heavily like the Ben Fantasy and the Golden Bloom. They produce heavy roots. Thank God the Violetta is normal, but it will shoot some crazy long canes. I just want to show you. All these are loose Neri Neil Stylus. These are the whites. But look at everything that is in spike. Look at what a beautiful... I have one of these that I bought 3 years ago from him. Incredible fragrance as well. Very delicious fragrance. Heavy cakey growers. They'll shoot cakeys left and right, creating a very fat, small specimen like this. You'd be surprised how quickly it grows. And it blooms around, because we've gotten warmer weather, they're kind of blooming early this year, but they usually start blooming around July. But now they're blooming from now to about August. It's just a beautiful flower. Look at that. Huh, iPhone has hiccups. I'm not gonna call it iPhone, I'm gonna call it hiccups. My Apple hiccups. So pretty. I really like this flower. Now these right next door, his aunt who works with him, I don't know where she's at. She's hiding. Ben, I need you. I'm forgetting things. We spoke so much, I'm forgetting. Guys, this is Ben. For you guys who don't know, he's the owner of Banjong. I was telling them how long you guys have been here and how your father is kind of a legacy of growing orchids. Yeah. And you're kind of like taking on that baton and moving it forward. You're doing a great job, by the way.
Thank you.
You're a great representative.
Trying my best.
But tell me a little bit about, because I try to explain what we talked about, but you explain it way better as far as you need the space, what you're bringing out, what you will have next week.
We obviously trying to bring more variety of plant available, so we just kind of moving stuff out just to have more space for new merchandise. That's why we have sale on Hoyas, vanilla, and some of the Vandas in the sale rack in the corner. Some other ones, and along with some other ones too. So
now the vanilla, I didn't talk about the vanilla. What are the price? Because I didn't even ask you that.
Okay. The Planetforia green leaf is the big container is 65, lower price from last year on all of them. We have the Planetforia variegated
The variegated one, right?
The 78, and then the elbow variegated on planning for is 88, and then we have vanilla Tahisis, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. That's also 65. And
Do you mind if we go over there? I want to show
Sure.
the variegated one because
Sure.
that's a really, really
Yeah.
pretty one
And-
that you don't often see.
Yeah. Plus, it's lower price this year from last year, and we offer 25% off on top.
Woohoo!
So yeah, these are
Bonus.
yeah, these are the 65 size, and then less 25%. It will come out to around like 48.75 after 25%
Oh my
discount.
God, that's a great price.
Then obviously we have this
Oh, that's pretty.
standard variegated with the two color. This is 78. Reserve price from last year is 90, and then
Wow.
you take 25% off the $78.
Jesus.
And then we have this beauty right here. It's
That's the one that caught
Yeah.
my eye. That's so pretty.
This is actually Planifolia elbow variegated or elbow variegated. It's more white and green. Price from last year was 100. Now it's 88 and plus 25% off on top.
Wow, I'm so happy I came today.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know all this was happening.
Yeah. Also, yeah. Of course, we you may have heard that we have the deep red Hoya Probica Splash
Is that the same one? Okay.
on the red
How
one.
much is that one?
It's on sale now, 12.
You know, I thought I was saying the wrong. I go, oh my God, watch that I'm giving away this orchid, this Hoya for so cheap. Because I couldn't believe I was looking. I go, it cannot be 12, not for that size.
Yeah, we actually just discontinued this particular one, Hoya Probica Splash. It's really a nice deep red burgundy flower. It's on sale from 30, now it's 12 plus by far get one free on this red.
Ooh.
Just because we discontinuing it and we need space, that's why we just kind of.
Why are you being so generous? What's going on? Are you getting married or something?
No, we just need space for more bandas.
I know. After I saw what you had back there, I totally get it now.
Yeah,
I
so
totally get it.
And some other Hoyas are available too. The stand carry eye, the hard leaf shaped one. Last year was 35, now it's 20.
Now, the one I keep calling Peshera Delight. What is the name of that one? The purple blue?
The classic blue is Vanda Pakchong blue.
Paxon blue.
It's
Thank
more like
you.
a nice classic jean blue, big flower with the tessellated.
It never gets boring. I love that
Yeah,
flower.
you can't
It's
go
a,
wrong with
it's a
blue.
classic flower.
Exactly. This is just opening up. Once it's more open, it'll be actually like a big flower, gigantic flower. This is oops, my bad. This is just beginning.
It's so beautiful.
You're gonna get at least 25% bigger. As
It's such
more
a
fully open.
romantic flower, right?
Yep. You can go wrong with it. It's always the classic blue.
And let's look at the plant itself, you know, because we always get focused on the flower, but it is so important to look at both the health of the actual orchid
Yeah.
as well as the flower itself. How much is that one?
This is $60 size. We have them starting from $40 and up depending on size of container. So small ones is 40, 50, 60, and 70, and plus about $8
Awesome.
more.
That
We
is
got
so.
about 4 sizes and plus the part. Yeah.
What is the name of that one?
These two are our hybrid. New hybrid is actually came out to being registered as Banjong Fancy.
It's beautiful. It's so pretty. And this is the same one. It's just
Same one.
they're
Come out-
seedlings, right?
Exactly. Some of them came out more like a lilac purple too.
Ooh.
Very different.
So when they're seedling, guys, what happens is your crosses will differ. It's just like when you breed fish and you cross two types of fish and you get one half is one way, the other half is another. The same applies to orchids. When you do seedlings, not cloning, but seedlings, you're gonna get different variations, which I personally love it because like your Ben's fragrance,
Yeah.
I own like 3 already and they're all different.
Exactly.
I own it because of the fragrance, man,
Yeah.
more than anything. But I like that they differ, so you
Yeah.
have different flowers to enjoy as well.
Exactly. Yeah. It's those of the Ben fragrance, like fragrance, Vanda series fragrance, and some other our signature scented Vandas are made in house here.
The one that's named after you has an amazing fragrance.
All of them actually made. We actually really selective about what we are choosing to be at the parentage. So obviously, one of those would be Mimi Palmer, tessellata, Denisoriana, and then some a few other species. So I mean, like, you can't go wrong with those species.
It's wonderful that you guys have such a good, strong knowledge of the strength of each orchid.
Exactly.
And how you cross them, because that's a really big important part. It starts in the beginning, right?
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
and besides that, it takes 5 to 6 years
minimum.
to even see a bloom. So you're going to invest all this time crossing, orchids, unknowing what they are or their strength. But you guys, you already know what you're gonna get. So I find that to be always so incredible.
Yeah, it's always vision of my dad that he see of the mini Palmer along with the next one. So he saw that picture in his head already of what to expect. So usually general time frame on propagating orchid, usually holding seed pods on the plant is about 6 to 8 months approximately. When it's ready, you have to send to the lab for propagation in flask. That takes about 2 years in flask. Once outside that flask, it takes about anywhere from 4 to 6 years minimum to get to blooming size. Some plant takes longer to get to blooming size. So they all vary depending on genetic and the parentage and everything else too. So not all plants are created equal. Some bloom at the early stage, and some bloom at the age of 10. Some bloom at the age of 4.
That's why I explain to some of my viewers sometimes, because they have asked me, they say, well, why do orchids cost this certain amount and I'm like, well, that's a perfect example. When you're buying, let's say I'm going to buy this orchid right now. Somebody invested 6 to 7 years to grow that orchid.
Yeah.
And I'm going to buy it for $65. Think about how long that orchid took to be cared for to fruition. I personally feel that the prices of orchids in general are justifiable because of the care that goes behind it. And I don't think a lot of people know that. They see the orchid and they think of it as a regular plant, and it doesn't work that way. You can get flowers from a regular flowering plant in a year.
Yeah.
You don't get that from an orchid.
Yeah.
This is what we're talking about. It teaches you patience.
Yeah. Growing orchid teaches us to be patient and calm and trust the process.
Trust the process and live in that moment.
Yeah, live in that moment.
Because you're living in that moment. You're seeing it. I spend so much time with my orchids, and I'm very impatient. Like I told you, I don't have patience. But when it comes to my orchids, I have the patience of a Buddhist. Now let's talk a little bit about my favorite area, your sale rack.
Yeah.
Because that's an area that I always am blown away when you put some things there on sale. Like, is he really selling it for this amount?
Yeah, we actually since we're moving a lot of plant out just to have more new plant for next season. Usually starting from October to the end of May. That's it. That's actually the one season per year. So we're actually preparing more plants. More space for new plants, so we actually have these on promotion right now. So yeah, that's why we actually have these on a good deal right now.
That Violetta, right?
Yes, this is actually a Violetta. This is going for only
120.
Only
oh
120,
my god, that thing is like twice your height.
Yeah. Just you have to look at this on the way in the back. It's actually being hung so low, and it's actually have multiple heads.
Oh my god.
It's same price, 120.
120.
Yeah.
When that puppy starts blooming, that's gonna be a party up there.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so pretty.
Our version of Mode Starfall is actually our Violetta crossed with Testolata. So we just need space, so we just have these on promotion at a really good deal. So I mean, yeah, you can always come in and take advantage of this this sale.
Testolata with Violetta.
Yeah.
And blooming season, when does this?
Anytime now.
Anytime now?
They just need more light, super bright to partial sun, but
just like the regular Violetta.
yeah, but proper acclimation required for.
Thank you for. I always, you know what, that never gets old.
Yeah.
That's something that you have to repeat over and over because, like we said, there's always a new person on the channel, and we take for granted that maybe they haven't seen the other episodes and they haven't. So I have to always repeat. If you're gonna put something out in sun, granted, it has to be an orchid that accepts sun.
Yeah, exactly.
Do it in a slow. Just because it's a sun orchid doesn't mean okay, I'm gonna buy this. Look at where he has it. There's no sun in here. That's the sun, and it's going through the screen. So if I put this right now out on my under my cable where the sun hits it all day, within a week, yellow leaves, right?
Not even
Burnt.
a week. Actually, with this 80s and 90s Fahrenheit right now, it's made of 1 day.
Really, in one day?
When it could cook really well. If it's not been properly acclimated or allow it time to get used to that heat.
I always say 6 to 8 weeks acclimation.
Yeah.
Don't try to rush it.
A lot of people actually started doing transition acclimation from October.
Bingo.
And then because the sun during winter time is not as aggressive, it's actually
Exactly.
softer. And when spring arrives, the plant should somewhat getting the hang of getting more sun, more light, and then the plant should acclimate slowly. Alternative way to get the plant to accept sun, you can use live moss to coat the leaf. Take it out little by little every 7 to 14 days.
Oh, I never thought about
and
that.
then,
Putting
and then
moss.
take it out little by little, and then
Spanish moss, right?
Spanish moss, yeah, the last Spanish moss. You can use that to let it acclimate to sun, and then that should help the plant a lot. And then
You know that I'm so glad you said that in October, because that's how I do mine.
yeah,
I put all my dendrobiums out during the winter,
Yeah.
and I started seeing how they slowly acclimated to the sun,
Yeah.
and they're all doing wonderful
Yeah.
because I did it that slow. Because I thought, the sun's not that hot during October, November, December, but the sun starts shifting,
yeah.
and it'll start cracking through the trees, and
Yeah.
it's the perfect acclimation.
And-
So guys, if you can do that, do it.
Do it. And the fact that this plant, even though Violetta and our version of most starfall has tessellite in the background, so tessellite require very strong light for it to bloom. So once you have the plant acclimated, you're gonna most likely gonna get it to bloom quite often. And with this transition, sunburn may expect or may occur,
But minimal.
but really minimal. So that's why we preventing it from burning, and so and you be but the leaf tends to be if the leaf are more like a yellow green, that's totally fine. This is actually more like a Persian key lime, Persian lime green. That's normal. You want it to be this color or lighter. So the plant actually, that's showing you the plant is getting enough light. You get enough light, and then
They get lighter with the more light, right?
More light,
They get like that limey, yellowy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's totally fine.
Which a lot of people think it's dying, and it's like, no. Just like the Shamburkias do that.
Exactly. So you want the plant to get more light than little light, so
Right.
they can bloom. And then with that light, along with the water, and then feeding with 20-20-20 and blossom booster, the plant should be like on steroid and grow and
People
bloom.
are going to think you and I were talking about, because the last episode, everything you're saying right now, I was talking, I was saying, if you want more blooms, give them more light.
Yeah.
More light will excite the plant to
Yeah.
shoot more blooms. And I also talked about the fertilizing, but I made a very strong point. The orchid is only going to bloom in its season.
Yeah, when it's
More
ready, yeah.
fertilizer doesn't mean, I'm going to get it to bloom next month, or right? It just gives you bigger flowers, stronger
exactly,
spikes.
yeah. It's more like a special vitamin for us.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it's the same thing. So we give them 20-20-20 every 7 days, blossom pools every month, every week throughout the year from January to December. So the plant can actually give you a bigger flower and even deeper color. If that's why you notice on some of the big purple one, like big huge flower.
And you know what I like? That what you feed your plant, you also sell here.
Yeah.
So if anybody comes here, if you guys come here and you don't know what to feed him, he has it here.
Yeah,
so
I
you
have
can
it
just
with
take it with you. Because the very first orchid I bought here, I bought the 2020 from you. And that's how I started learning how to feed. So that is a very good perk to have when you're a grower and you sell, because it gets the newbies, kickstarting their collection.
Exactly.
Now, what's back there in bud?
This is just just a really good deal for people who want to save some money, don't mind them without flower. For tree mounting, we have a few assorted Pachurdi light.
Wow, these are beautiful.
Violetta.
I'll film this.
We have some lake fragrance, bin fragrance, and Azucena sunlight, the orange one. We have assortment of different things here that are on up to 75 or 80% discount. just we just move them out. That's it. So this is gonna be a good idea for good deal for people who wanted to add plant on their palms,
and their trees. That's always good because there's a lot of people here in Florida that do plants. We're able to do that here.
Yeah, we have so many. We have so many people take advantage of this deal, like for $400.
I mean, this is so all this or no?
No, this actually this is like a
where it's tagged.
Yeah,
right?
tagged.
So 100 guys.
This is like 170 for
170, and you get this whole bundle.
Five of the fully grown patchouli in a clay pot for 170.
God. You know, this would be like just one purchase is good enough for me.
Yeah.
I'll be having a hanging party on my backyard.
Yeah, something like this is a 170 for 5 plant, but full price is going for $75 per plant. Actually, $78.
And Pachera delights are just so pretty.
Classic royal blue. So technically, you buy 3 get 2 free somewhat as a deal. So
that's really good. I don't know what's happening to Ben, but he's like giving away a lot of stuff here.
We're not going anywhere. We're just rotating our inventory, so we're not going anywhere.
Good, you can't leave us.
We're not leaving, so there's no changing ownership. It's the same owner. Nothing changes.
We have many more years of you.
Yeah.
You're still young.
We're gonna be here for a long time, as far as I know.
That is awesome.
We're actually going through a expansion as well, and then along with the having more variety of bandas and other
I do see a lot more now. I haven't been here in a couple of months, I would say. And I do see that you have like that's hanging above your head drives me nuts. You know me, cranberry and yellow.
This is actually an old hybrid that has been around for ages. Actually, it was being registered, I think last time I checked, was being registered about 35 or 37 years ago.
Wow.
This is called Ascosena Suksamran Sunlight. It was made by a very well-known orchid breeder in Thailand. So this was made when I was born. So it was around it existed even before I was born. So they had been around like around my age.
I have 2 of these. And they're just so pretty. And I have 2 because I love the color, and I forgot. I'm like, do I have this one? Until they both bloomed at the same time, and I was like, wait a minute.
You can actually see it with the sun, so it's really nice yellow.
Yeah, thanks for
doing that. A lot of people use this for orchid hybridizing to get that vibrant color, red, and to get the spots.
It is beautiful. I don't care how old you are, little girl. You are adorable.
Yeah. So yeah, this is actually my yellow favorite, yellow with the red spot favorite.
It's one of my top favorites. I really love it.
I usually like orange and blue, but this is going to be the only yellow that I like a lot because I just fell in love with it the first time I see it.
I should make a shirt with this and then put cranberry and yellow on top, because I always say it on my channel. Is that a Xena?
Yeah.
Yay! I named her correctly.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure.
That's a. Yeah, I mean, like
I love Xenas.
These are same,
and they are very heavy bloomers.
Yeah, easy bloomer, lightweight, so they bloom quite often per year.
And they smell delicious. At least mine does.
Yeah, we have some of these available. They are all.
How much are these going for?
Something like
65, 75,
65 for multiple, like 3 heads.
That has a lot, yeah. Because the one I got from you was tiny and it was only 1.
Yeah, this is like
but that one is massive.
Something like this in clay pot for $45, and it has the baby coming from the bottom too.
Oh,
if you can see it, like
a little
tiny baby on the bottom.
Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, and then we have some of them in a plastic bag for $38. Yeah, $38.
You guys want to see something super cool? Look. It's a sea of Xenas. I find that to look so cool.
Yeah.
Because what I really like about your orchids, Ben, is that when you look at them like this, they all look alike.
Yeah.
They're so healthy and they're so well grown. It almost look like they're fake, like they're plastic, like they were manufactured, and they all look exactly the same. But then when they bloom, it's like every flower is prettier than the next.
Yeah.
Those are violettas up there, right? Those massive ones?
This is actually most stuff that we have on promotion.
Wow.
This big one that's climbing, that's on sale for only like $125.
What?
That's it.
No way.
Yes,
This?
Yeah, the one $125. That's like on promotion right now.
God, this is, for somebody who has a space, this is like the crown jewel.
Yeah, let me just take
Because I remember you used to sell these smaller at 100.
Yeah.
When I think the violetas were,
The violeta.
and they were smaller than this at 100. So this, how much you say?
125 on promotion.
Jesus, it's curvy.
Again, come to the fact that we need space. That's why we
Take advantage, guys. Take advantage of Ben.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
legal. You can do it. He doesn't mind.
Yeah, so yeah, but pick up only though on the big plant. Pick up only because we cannot ship those. It doesn't fit in the
Oh
box.
yeah, that's true.
Yes, pick
No
up only.
shipping, guys, because it wouldn't
on
fit.
the big one. On the big one.
On the big ones, only smaller ones they ship. You ship national or international?
Oh, national.
Okay. Do you ship to Hawaii?
No.
No.
Hawaii, no.
I know it's like if it was international.
Yeah, yeah.
It's in the
yeah.
middle of the Pacific.
Exactly, and obviously.
I love those.
Like
They're called. I call them elephant ears, but what is the proper name?
elephant tortoise or elephantoides, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Tomato. Elephant tortoise or elephantoides, depending on you want to pronounce it.
Elephantoides.
Old name was called Pedestrian angolensis, but it's no longer called angolensis.
It's a mouthful.
The common name you can call it African elephant ear.
Right, that's what I call them.
Yes,
They're
it's
so
just like
pretty.
a real rounded leaf, just like elephant ear with those veins and so.
Beautiful.
This is still a teenage size.
She's a teenager.
Teenager, so
Well, you showed me the adults, and
Yeah,
the adults are massive. So
Yeah.
again, space.
space exactly.
So
That's why
these you
yeah.
brought down a lot.
Yeah, like especially the $500 size, we offer half off right now, just because we need space.
I'm so glad this is only a week to Redlands, and the fact that you need the space and you have the sale.
Yeah.
This has come in at the I know my girls are going to want to come here.
Yeah.
So this is excellent. I had a feeling. I said, you know what? I haven't been to Ben's. I keep telling them I want to go. And I took the day off and I said, I think today's the day. And once I came in here, I was like, no. We have to videotape all this. This is great stuff.
Yeah.
Now, you had shown me, look at this. This is just beautiful. You had shown me a flower that was named after your sister.
Yeah.
That
it's-
was very pretty.
Yeah, it's a cross between Vanda Park Chong Blue with Vanda Violeta.
Okay, that's what it was.
So you have-
And guys, for the newbies, this is a violeta.
Okay, let me bring it down for you.
Yeah, it's pretty high up there. Let me get on this side where the sun is. Oh, that's so pretty. That is such a beautiful flower. And these flowers have such strong fragrance. They really uphold the name. So it was a mix of this one with that one over there,
The
right?
blue in the front, Park Chong Blue, correct.
The blue in the front.
Yeah.
The first one we saw, guys.
Yeah.
Cross with this. So now you guys are gonna see that cross.
This Violeta smells so good. You guys want to smell it?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can smell it. Yeah, smell it.
It's such a sweet fragrance. Could you imagine an ice cream with that flavor?
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be so good.
Let's go to this new hybrid that named after my sister Tanya. It says Tanya Delight. Tanya's Delight.
How pretty. And there it is, guys.
So you see both of the.
Let me get on the sun
Yeah.
side,
Yeah.
because I think my light is not working. I think the battery died.
I think you see the.
You
the
definitely
first-
see the violeta. The
Well,
shape.
yeah, you see that twisted petal like from Cerulean. That twisted petal on top from Cerulean, and then some of the violeta too, and then Park Chong Blue too. So
pretty.
seems like more like 50-50 of Park Chong Blue and the
You
violeta.
could see it. You could really see it.
And
You
this is
see the
actually,
color.
like this one here is Park Chong Blue is dominant on this one right here.
Yes.
Let me bring it up.
Again, seedlings, right?
Seedling. So
So you're gonna get variations in the flower shape and the flower color.
you definitely get that tall spike from Cerulean.
Cerulean, yes.
And then Park Chong Blue has Cerulean in the background too. So it actually has double chromosome of the Cerulean.
For anyone collecting blue orchids, Justine, that's from Blue
yeah.
Jay Orchids.
Yeah.
These are a must-have. You need to
Yeah.
get one of these.
Oh, by the
it's
way,
so pretty.
this is actually more like a original blue for Vanda.
Right, exactly.
This blue for Vanda is not turquoise color that you see dyed in Phalaenopsis. This is actually blue
Yes.
for Vanda. And these are natural color, no dyed, no color added whatsoever.
When you see cerulean, that is the blue
yeah.
in the orchid. Yeah,
Yeah, if you guys Google Vanda cerulean, you see picture of really light blue or light blue to a heavier blue depending on the bloodline of the each plant. They also seed grown. You see blue Vanda with tesseration and then white background. That's gonna be the true cerulean with the twisted petal on top that's flying.
I didn't know that.
This. Cerulean have that distinctive
The rough leaf, right?
The rough leaf on the top two petals that twisted like that. They're like wings.
Okay, I didn't. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean and PMPS, that's a true blue Vanda that you find.
I love learning new things.
Yeah, so this is where you get the new the blue color, and these are natural colors, so no color added in whatsoever, like what they say in the supermarket on blue phalaenopsis, color injected.
Yeah, those when you see those phals with the blue. Somebody asked me, and I said all that is a white phal with blue food color. Please. If you're a collector, if you're giving it as a gift to a mom or a grandma who doesn't really collect, okay. But if you're a collector, I don't know. I personally don't buy those.
I personally like the classic white phalaenopsis.
Exactly.
It's more classy, more classic.
We're
really
purists.
Nice. Yeah, really Mother Nature has its own beauty.
Right? You don't need to alter it. I mean, you could enhance it a little like we do by crossing, better crosses.
Exactly.
But when you start doing those artificial
stuff,
things, it takes away from the actual natural beauty that it has. Now, your aunt, which she's hiding, she saw a camera on and she hid.
She left. She disappeared.
I know. I'm like, she was here the whole time. She was taking me back there to. Can you show me the lamb sing that you have?
Lamb sing, yeah.
Because my viewers, they're dying to have one, and I know they're so difficult to find because of the fact that the place that actually grew these, I heard it was told to me that got destroyed. I don't know if it was a storm or a fire, and so now they have to wait at least 5 to 6 years to grow these amazingly beautiful flowers. Now, this flower, guys, has a beautiful, it's like a sweet lemon, right?
Yeah, sweet lemon. Like sweet lemonade. Just like lemonade. Just like lemonade, a cool lemonade.
And I love, your aunt did this, right? She's the one that built this, or did you build this?
I helped her out mounting this plant onto this pot.
Okay, we'll just say she did it. Let's give her the credit.
Yeah, lovely.
Let's give her the
auntie,
credit.
Lovely auntie, yeah.
Let's give auntie the credit. It really is beautiful, and I love it on that. And guys, you can purchase these here. He sells all these pots here. My cones that you guys keep asking me, where do you buy? He sells all.
This is actually a column, so you can actually mount these without leaf collecting inside.
Ooh, so it's much lighter.
More open.
It's not a drum.
Yeah. At least it allows more airflow in the middle, and then doesn't collect leaf at the end.
I love it. Yeah, mine collect leaves.
At least this is going to be not collecting leaves.
Is that what I think it is? Is that the pigeon orchid, dendrobium?
Yeah, pigeon orchid.
Oh, we can't go through there, can we?
Yeah, you can. You have to get through this gigantic.
I have one that your aunt gave me a long time ago, and it has bloomed a couple of times, but it does not look like this. This is pigeon orchid on steroids. Now, is this true that because mine only bloom when it rains?
Yeah, correct. It's called pigeon orchid, and it's also called thunder orchid too. It's only bloom during raining season or raining day.
Now, how are you getting it to bloom? Because it hasn't rained here in a while.
I don't know. The plant actually, the plant has the mind of its own.
It's schizophrenic. It's a pigeon plant that identifies as a Vanda.
Yeah, and it only lasts for one day.
I know, that's what's sad. Do they have fragrance? They have a little.
Scent.
Oh, they do.
They do have.
I've never really smelled mine. Wow, they do have a very strong fragrance. And this is a dendrobium, right? It's in the dendrobium family.
Exactly.
Wow, look at this. You normally don't see them this big and blooming because
we used to have them bigger, but we lost in a Hurricane Irma back 2017.
We don't say the H word here, man.
I'm sorry.
That's a bad word.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just beside my mouth. I shouldn't say that.
In my house, I don't allow anyone to say that. When they go, I don't know what it is. People see my collection and go, well, what do you do when there's... And I go, if you're going to go to that word...
Yeah.
You're gonna leave my home right now.
I think you're gonna punish me after this.
No, I don't. It was we'll just say it was a slip up.
A slip up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's a slip up. I'm sorry.
That H word. It's it's not. You never say that here in Florida.
Yeah, that's considered as a foul language probably.
But we've had our share of it, especially you. You guys have been here forever, so you've been through several of those.
Several, yeah, since 1999. So it's actually this year's.
You were here for Andrew. And 89 was
this
Andrew.
This is actually since 1999.
Oh, 1999. Okay.
This is actually this year's our 25th anniversary.
Hey, happy anniversary! Oh, that is awesome.
It's just it's technically this is actually just a small family-owned business. It's a small family-owned, so nothing big. We just run as a family members doing here.
I remember in 2001, I think in 2000 was when you guys. I first saw you guys because my parents already had that. My parents had the ranch here in 1988.
Yeah.
They moved in. And I would stop by here to buy my mom orchids on her birthday or whenever. And I don't remember seeing you, but I do remember seeing, I think it was your dad who used to run it.
Yeah, my dad was around that time, correct. At that time, year 2000, I was only 12, at the age of 12.
Get out of here.
I was only 12 back then.
Get out of here. You see, now you're making me feel old. I was I was like 16 back then, I think. Yeah. Let's just say I was 16. I'm lying.
I was only 12 back then, and now I'm running this business, helping my parents out. It's just technically a small family owned. That's it.
But you know what? Because you're the younger generation, I already see a huge progress. Moving forward. Yeah. I mean, you're seeing things on a much bigger scale.
Yeah.
And you're not stopping. At least it doesn't seem like you're stopping.
Yeah, we actually we are expanding. Even like we are expanding. Pretty much almost double our inventory with that new queen.
I saw. Yeah. That's crazy. I can't take you back there, guys, because it's private. But I will tell you this: after seeing that, I can tell you we're gonna have Ben here for a very long time.
I tell you what. Maybe one day after the show, you can come in and I'll let you.
You invite my viewers in?
You can go,
really?
Yeah,
that would be great.
Do a sneak peek of the new green that we are expanding. So it's work in progress. So
oh my God!
Work in progress. We do it
when it's all done and you're ready. You just call me and I'm here.
Yep, and you can do like midway through and see work in progress, and then at least.
I mean, it's impressive now.
Yeah.
And you guys are just getting started back there. This is my eyes keep going. You know me, and cranberry and yellow. What is this?
This is Ascus and Raspberry Beauty or Raspberry Beauty.
Wait, I have a Raspberry. Again, it's probably seedling. It doesn't look.
It actually opens up clear yellow, sunflower yellow.
And it gets more darker, right?
And it changes to more apricot color as it becomes fully open.
It's a beautiful flower.
And it's easy growing, easy blooming. It blooms about 3-4 times a year. We are expecting to have that hybrid or that clones available in like in about 4 or 5 months from now, 6 months from now.
And all this is the same one?
Same one, correct.
How much would a big piece like this?
Let's say bulk products like 40. The third price now is 40. There are 5 would be that's 200, and then the price 115 could be like a
350.
200, 315.
315. Yeah. That's a great deal. That's a big. I mean, look at the size of this. My hand looks tiny next to it. It's gorgeous. I love that you guys have these pots. I don't see these anywhere.
Yeah, it's actually.
And look, guys. All this when you come in here, just look down here. He's got so many different styles and shapes and sizes.
All of these pottery that we have for sale in the greenhouse is actually designed by my dad, Banjong.
Oh, your dad designed it?
Yeah, he designed these.
I didn't know that.
By himself. He designed all of them here.
That's why I've only seen him here. Yeah, now it makes sense.
So he designed them and have them made, and then and we have them for sale exclusively only this location.
Oh,
so
now I feel so honored that I own several of these.
Each individual part, each individual piece is actually handmade from scratch. There is no mold. Each pattern, like heart shape.
Wow, so they're done by hand.
Each one is everything. Each pattern is cut out one by one.
That's insane.
So even this fish scale was cut detail one by one.
That's insane, Ben. I thought it was a mold.
No. It's actually all come from scratch. So
it makes sense. This is actually what I like. The fact that it has the irregularities, because that really looks like somebody took the time and made it. That's beautiful.
If you look at these are the same identical size, identical design. But if you look closely, there's some minor differences in the scales of the a little bit bigger and smaller.
Things. I don't like things that look way too perfect, because then what happens is they start looking manufactured.
If you look closely on the heart shape, this is hand cut one by one. That's why you see the each pattern different from one to the other.
Adorable. I did not know that. All these years I've owned your stuff and I didn't know. You probably told me and I forgot.
No, it's totally fine.
You know, my ADD kicks in every now and then.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't know that it's actually our own exclusive design. We actually designed the simplest 6-inch, 4-inch, 6-inch, 8-inch polka dot.
Even
pots.
those you design?
We are actually the first to have pots with a lot of holes on the side and bottom for orchids, for Vanda, Cattleya, and everything else. And some people may not like this, but I mean, like some people actually saw the idea and then they actually changed the idea a little bit, and then
we live in the world of plagiarism.
Yeah. So because I mean, like originally we kind of got fed up with wooden basket rotting after 3 or 4 years. I still remember.
I'm getting there.
I still remember that my dad, he's so frustrated of this issue of basket decompose or deteriorate after 3 years.
Especially when you're growing so many.
Yeah, exactly. That's I see his frustration in his eyes. He actually went into the house for a couple of hours, and then without coming out in the greenhouse, he was just sitting and I know it was like he actually was drawing so many papers, drawing this and that, have it designed and have it made. And
wow! So that's how it all came about, because of the wooden crates.
Yeah, wooden crate, and then it started with the 4-inch, 6-inch, and 8-inch polka dot. It started from that, and then our design keep getting more and more bigger and bigger. Expand to tabletop pot like those that you saw earlier, in a V-shaped pot with a lot of heart-shaped holes cut out and different pattern cut out. We have this column at the bottom, so the leaf will not collect anything, and allows more airflow through the root system too. And then
I always tell this to myself, because like I said earlier, I've been patient, but I don't give up. I give up for a little bit, and then I say, who am I kidding? And then I go back, right? There's two types of people. There are people who get so frustrated they give up, but then there's the people who use the frustration to reinvent things. And your dad's one of those. So I love the fact that his frustration created this beautiful array of pots that we now get to enjoy.
Yeah, by the way, before he opened this business, he used to open Thai orchid restaurant on Sunset.
No, your dad was the owner. That was the restaurant I went to all the time with my parents.
Yeah, he was the first owner. He
that
opened
was a great restaurant.
Yeah, I know. And my uncle, he's a chef from hotel. He was a chef at the Thai orchid.
Oh my God!
My uncle, he's a chef.
The Thai orchid in Sunset.
Sunset, next to right behind McDonald's on the Chinese grocery store. At
yes,
the end.
Well, my parents, my father and his wife, my stepmom, they live like 3 blocks from there. Yeah. So on the weekends we would go there. Yeah. Oh actually, my God, I love the Thai curry chicken. With cashews.
Yeah, and my dad on the weekend he used to bring in bandas decorating in his restaurant.
I remember
on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yes.
And then before that restaurant, he used to work at Metro Zoo, or now Zoo Miami. He did a Tiger Temple. And other.
So he did all the orchids there?
No, he actually did a sculpture.
Oh, the sculptures!
Sculpture at Zoo Miami back in the 70s.
Your dad is a Renaissance
70s.
Man, jack of all trades.
He's an artist. He actually watercolor painting. That's why that is his field. Watercolor painting.
I like watercolor.
Watercolor painting, and he has had that talent of creating really different stuff of handmade stuff, painting art and so. And then he actually from that watercolor painting, and then along with the sculpture, ceramics and this and that, to Miami with the Tiger Temple and other ceramics related back then for about 3 or 4 years, I believe. And then he actually opened the Thai restaurant along with my mom. And
That is, I'm so shocked right now. I can't get over that.
Yeah.
Because I've known you all these years. I had no idea that he owned the Thai Orchid.
yeah, a lot of people do not know. Some old customer from Target back then found us because of my dad's name,
How
Banjong.
funny!
So after like what? After like 35 years or so, 35 like 30 something years, like 30 something years, 35 years I say. He was still kind of looking for my dad.
Floridians are going to be like watching this and going, or Miamians are going to be like, oh my God, I ate there. Because a lot of people ate there.
Yeah.
Now, is there anything else you want to share? We only have like 2 minutes left because I like to keep it under an hour.
Yeah.
It's already 58 minutes. So
Yeah, I mean like viewers, we are you can like us on our social media page at Banjong Orchids on Instagram and Facebook, and we are open from Tuesday to Sunday 8 to 5, and on 8 to 5 from Tuesday to Friday, Saturday and Sunday 9 to 5.
Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 5.
Yeah, we close
now,
Mondays.
on your Instagram,
Yeah.
can they send you DMs
Yeah.
to order any orchid
Yeah.
if they want to like order and pick it up? Or
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, yes. During the week of Mother's Day and the Orchid Show, we may not be able to fulfill the shipping order
Right.
quite yet because it's like
It's your busy weekend,
busy
yeah.
weekend, so we may take a little longer to get back to you because
I will tell you this, right? And today is a very special and different day.
Yeah.
My viewers always ask me for prices because, you know, they want to know, but I don't like to make my whole video about prices.
Yeah.
But today I made an exception because, to tell you the truth, I am shocked at the amount of sales that you have.
Yeah.
And I would feel terrible if I didn't share that with my viewers and they didn't partake in. If they're here and they have the opportunity to come over and pick up some great stuff because you're running out of space.
Yeah, so it feels like we are our own breeder, grower, and seller ourselves. So we actually have a very nice decent pricing. Even though it's full price, we have a nice decent pricing. And then plus we have a special promotion on the back corner on the sale rack. Usually sale rack anywhere from like 25 to $75, $80, give or take on general.
It won't break the bank.
Yeah, it won't break the bank. But other full price ones, they are from like $40 up to like $100. If it's over $100, it'll be a special plan.
Ben, I so appreciate your time because
No
I know
problem.
you're busy.
No problem.
Buddy,
Thank you.
I hope to see you very soon again.
Yeah.
And I'm sure this weekend you're gonna pack this place.
I'm hoping for
You got a lot of great stuff here. I'm
Come
gonna
on in, yeah.
tell my friends because there's a lot of stuff here that should not be missed out. You'll probably sell out before the weekend.
That's what we're hoping for, but I mean like
I'm gonna try to put this video up for my viewers so they get firsthand.
yeah.
All right, they get the VIP.
Come on right in, and you see a lot of great things, unique things for
You know what?
that special person.
Let's close it together. Didn't think about that. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this wonderful tour. I hadn't been here in a while. Was itching to come here, but I think serendipity brought me here at the perfect timing. So thank you, Ben, again,
Thank you.
for taking your time to show us your stuff. He's always busy. It's hard to get him. So with that said, I will see you next time. I am Nelson. This is Ben. I was gonna say something else.
Yeah, Ben from Banjong.
Ben from Banjong. You've been watching Nature Nell, and remember to always keep it green because this place is very green. See you next time.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Ciao.
Ciao.